Hello everyone, welcome back to the session. This is Santosh. So, in the previous session, we have learned about the operations on the JavaScript along with the conditional statements like if else, and switch statements. And also, we have learned what is an array. And now, we will continue with the loops concept. What we have learned in the last session is about the for loop, where looping I have told you already, it's used for executing until it's completed the things whatever we have given. So now we will go for the further loops. What we have apart from the for loop, we have another two loops, that is while loop and do while loop. And the operation of the while loop and do while loop also will be the same like the for loop. But let you the key differences between all these three, like for and while and do while. I will let you know. Give me a second. So here, let me create, we will continue in this file itself. So second one is the while loop which we are discussing, and third one will be the do while loop. First of all, let's go with the syntax and execution so that we will get it clarity. Here I will console with for loop. Okay, now let's go with the syntax of while loop, where let number equal to 0. First we will declare here separately, apart from how we are giving in single line in for loop. But in the do while loop we have to give the condition like this. Then we will go with the while statement. In the while statement we will give the condition whatever we needed, like number up to 5 I need it, nothing more than that. And then I will console dot log off number comma while loop along with where increment we will give after that. Nothing difference. As you can see here, first we have given initialization, condition and increment. Inside that we have given the output. Here same like that, initialization, condition, and we will give the output. After that it will check for the increment, then it will go ahead for the start. So let's go with the thing. I have forgot the main thing here in the do while loop. Sorry, in the while loop, that is we have to give number plus plus. That's why it's getting it's taking time. Let's restart the server. See, we got it. For loop we got for 2 to 10. I think we have given less than, yeah, greater than we have given in a reverse motion. And same like a while loop we are giving 0 to 4 only, because we have given up to number 5. If you want, we can give same like 4 and we can get up to 5. So that is the main syntax, only the difference here. And another difference is, I have told you, right, the key difference is like here it will go for initialization, condition and increment, and will print the statement. But in the while loop it will first initialize and it will execute the statement along with the condition, then again it will go for the increment and the stuff. In the do while loop, let's go with the num equal to, why I'm giving different because it will get confused. We will get different values and it will get an error. So I'm giving you the different variable declarations here. So here do while loop what we have to give here, we have to give the condition, as you can see. So num, let's give as a 5, up to 5 only, and here I will write console.log of num comma do while. So then num plus plus for the increment. So this is a thing of do while. It's looping, right? So it's taking time generating the stuff and all the things. That is the main drawback for the looping of while and do while compared to for loop. As you can see, for loop is generated and while it's not generating. Let's copy this, close this over so that it executes again from the scratch. See, now we got a do while. So that when we are executing again, when you are pasting it every JavaScript file it will run again from the scratch, starting onwards from the line number 1. That's why we got it. But when we are reloading, it's a looping is taking time. That's why even though it looping it takes time, but it will get the answer. But it will take somewhat time because we have multiple loops, 1 to 10. Here we have loop, and we have another 5 loops, and here another 20 loops we have. So you have to wait until then. So that is the thing what are the loops concept, and differentiations of the loop concept of all these three is nothing but I said you right, just key differences are like initialization process and everything. And here do while loop, the difference is that it will first execute the first time, and second time it will check for the conditions. That is, as you can see, JavaScript I told you right, line by line it will check. Here it will check and increment, here it will check and its statement, but here without checking the condition it will first time it will do execute. That is the thing, only difference here. In the real life scenario, do while loops we will use where, for example, if you want to show first time as execution of count 0 in any calculator app or else in any applications. For example, let's see, you will get a notifications from the email, or else in the mobile also you will get notifications, right? App notifications. So it will execute in the first time in the do while loop we will use there. Like I am integrating the real life scenario where it will execute linking the first do while loop there, so that once we get the notifications when we opening the app is the first time, and after that whatever we are executing, whatever we are operating in that mobile app or in the website, based on that we will get the notifications. That is how we will give the while loop and do while loop as a real life scenario. Mostly we will use the for loop, and we can use the condition, if condition integrating with the for loop, which is called as complex functions. I will let you know in that deeper in the next session of integrating both the loops and if conditions. We will integrate that one in the functions. So for now let's learn about what are the loop and also conditional statements, and we have learned about what is an array. So another thing apart from array, we have the object. Array we will declare with these square braces, and we have another thing we call as objects. Let's go with the objects. Let me clear this. Okay, so object is nothing but, here also let, for example, car. Object means what we can say, properties of the any project. For example, this is a laptop. What is the laptop version? It's a Mac laptop, and it's this color, and this is the screen size, are all the properties it will say. So that object is nothing but defines the properties of any object, so that whatever you want you can define it, and you can loop it, you can call these objects in this array, and you will get it. I will let you know how we are calling that objects in the array and everything. But now you can say that objects are the variables only, the same thing, but they contain the values like a properties of that object. For example, car is given, we will declare like this one a flower basis for the object, but in the arrays we will declare with the square basis. Okay, so for object I can say model as a 2024 model. After that, color as a red color. Color should be in the string format as it is in string. And next, gear mechanism. You can say it's a automatic underscore mechanism. Make sure there should not be spaces. It should be given underscore or hyphen or anything like that. So this is what object is. Means we are declaring one particular object, like for example Audi car. Is an object where we are declaring that Audi car properties. What is the model and what is the thing. So once you console the things, console.log of Audi car. So let me first comment all the things of these consoles, or else it will working out like that only. So we have to comment total loops, or else it will get clumsy. Let me comment this, and any other consoles, let me comment this also. Let's concentrate only on the objects. Testing. Okay, now let's go here. See, object, we got it. Model with the color, this is an short form of that one. We can expand it and we can check. Color with a red, gear mechanism automatic, and model 2024. If you want to only call one thing, like what, only one Audi car only, but inside that I want to only call the color object dot red. You have to indicate with the dot inside that properties if you want to call. So I think, sorry, it's not red, it's a color. You have to call the left side, which is called as key values, key, and this is the value. So as you can say, this is the key and this is the value of that key in the object. So if anyone asks, means like in interview they will ask like what is object, means you can say the set of key with the values where it defines the property of that particular object, that is called as object. Array means you can say it's a list of items stored in a single variable. Okay, in a single variable where we can use an arrays, multiple arrays, like one object is Audi car and second object is BMW car and its properties, third object is like that. So you can call all these in an array. I will show you that one also so that you can get it. See, one you get red. Now integrating means mixing objects and arrays. So this is how we will do in the real life scenario of the project. So for example, let I have the cars list. I am using the array. So inside that array I have multiple things like Audi car, comma, I have BMW car, BMW industrial car, comma, Volvo underscore car. Okay, console.log of cars. So here it's getting confused. Why? Because we have two cars, right? So that's why it's showing an error. So let me build the properties of this one also. Control V, Control V. Here I will copy these BMW car, Volvo car, 2020 model with 2000 model with blue, gray, manual, manual. So when you console the cars, you can see array with 3 objects. When you expand it, you can see model of that first one red, and second one with 2020 gray manual, third one 2000 blue manual. So same like that before only. If you want to call only the BMW, I will call cars of one, only BMW, so that I will get only BMW gray color manual 2020, manual 2020 car. And inside that BMW I want to call only the gear mechanism or else only the model, so that car one dot, you have to click on model, so that you will get 2020 model. That's how we will integrate the objects and arrays. Simple. These are called as the data structures, where that we will play with objects and arrays, integrating both in that, so that you can call everything. Like however I have called objects inside the array, like that we can call however we can play it. So these things we can play with the backend, where we will create the things, and front end we can grab it and we can call those things. So these are the main things which we can say when in the objects integration with the arrays. So basically we will have in objects shallow copy and deep copy. So these are the two advanced topics in the objects. What is shallow copy and deep copy? Shallow copy is nothing but it creates a new object or an array. Means it will be used for both array and object only. But make sure, don't forget, this is the question they will ask in the interview also. Shallow copy means it creates a new object or an array, but it does not create any copies of nested objects in array. So nothing but here, let me tell you an example. I will show you so that you can get it. For example of shallow, so let original array. To avoid confusion, I'm giving us this much long, but mostly we can keep it as small, 1 comma 2 comma, and inside that I'm giving as object where a value is 3 comma and b value is 4. So I have given array of 2 index values normally and 1 object value. Okay, now let shallow copy. Make sure the declaration should be like camel case, means first is a small letter and after that you have to let capital letters, so that it will be best standard practices for the coding development. Okay, so shallow copy equal to, I will use dot 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 original array. Dot 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 is an ES6 version which is called a spread operator. Spread operator is nothing but copying the all the things. I will tell you in the further ES6 versions what is spread operator and everything. For right now you can concentrate on this. So once now we can directly call shallow copy of array of where second index is a 2, means the third one where the a 0 1 2, right? So third one dot a equal to 100. Okay, let's keep it like that so that I will tell you in detail. Console.log of original array will also print original console.log of shallow copy shallow. Okay, now let me uncheck this console, no need of these consoles. Okay, see now once you expand it you can see shallow copy. Previously what is the value here? 3, but now original value is changed to 100, and here also it's changed to 100. Means shallow copy will only means like it will change the existing data also. Okay, means it manipulates the data in the original array so that we can directly copy the original array. That is called shallow copy. But while in the deep copy, it won't change the data. That is the only difference. Means shallow copy is like changing the data in the original array, and we are getting printing that original array we can print directly. Deep copy means it won't change, disturb the original array, but it will take the structure of the original array and replace this one with the 100. That's it. So that we will get here 3 only, here we will get 100. That is the only difference with the shallow and deep copy. So for example, I will show you the deep copy also example. You will understand, so that I don't want to make you too confused. So let's copy the original array of same thing for the deep copy also. But here I will give as original array 1 to avoid variable declaration collaborations. Okay. Let deep copy original array we have to give like different one. JSON we have to use. JSON means JavaScript object notation. I will tell you once I have completed here. Stringify of original array 1, which we need original array 1. Next, deep copy dot what you are planning to do, second one only, which is dot a equal to 100 only I am giving. Now let's copy these consoles and paste here. I will copy this deep copy here with deep copy. Okay, now let's check it. So original, it is like this, and here we will get it. So I think everything is working fine. Deep copy 8.24, json.parse, json.stringify, original array 1, deep copy a.2 equal to 100, original array, oh okay, we are making it original array. That is the mistake. We have to make here original array 1. So see now, as you can see in the shallow copy, when you are making 100 change here, it is affecting the original array also. As you can see here, it's changing the 100 value. But in the deep copy, even though we are changing, it's not changing the original array value. That is the only difference. And what is the JSON parse and JSON stringify? So basically the data objects which we are getting from backend, what we said from Node.js will be in JSON. JSON means JavaScript object notation. So that is what we called as JSON. Here what we have, like JSON means like array. Inside that, this is the method of JSON, as you can see. Or else if I show in complex means what before we have shown you, right? Inside array and inside array, and there are number of objects. That is JSON format. So this JSON format we will change into stringify, means in the strings, with the help of internal built of keyword json.stringify. so that here they are changing it into stringify, and they are again parsing means it's a reverse of stringify. For example, if I remove this and if I copy and change it, it will change. See, that's why we are using stringify stuff. So we are making original array in the deep copy, nothing more than that. But when we are stringifying the data, it will only change, means it will only copy the syntax and all the values, but it will not the change, means it will not the change the data which we are coming from backend. So as you can right now you can remember that JSON means like JavaScript object notation, which is like array of objects, what we call as array of objects, list of objects what we are giving. And stringify means converting that objects into strings, where parse means converting that objects into stringify. That is a vice versa, nothing more than that. So this is what about this like a shallow copy, deep copy, objects, arrays. Along with that we have learned about the loops. Now the another block of statement, means the another thing which we have to learn is functions .html. So let me, I think we no need of HTML, this one, let's delete it. We can note here only. So console the things. Okay, now let's go with the functions. Functions is nothing but block of code which executes the business logic inside it whenever it's called. That's it. Function is nothing but it's a block of scope of code where whenever we have calling that function, we will get it. A task inside that business logic will be executed. For example, I will show you the function name. Function like greetings with a name. Let's greet with, here we can write console.log of. This is the backtick I said you before in the previous classes, where we will execute with the integration with the string along with the variables. So here I said already argument, so we are hello with the argument name, and we will call that function outside like greetings with the name of Santosh. Okay, now once you check it, hello Santosh, we got it, hello Santosh. So what is the function here means? Here the logic is same. You need it anything like any type of function you want to execute, you can execute multiple times however you call. For example, I want to call hello Santosh and hello Swhizz technology, Swhizz tech. You can see hello Santosh, hello Swhizz tech. But the how many times console I have written? Only one time. But here I got two console statements. How? Because I'm calling that function in two times. That's it. Means block of code we can use multiple places, multiple times, so that the process will execute, lines of code will be reduced, and we can call anytime, anywhere. That is the best, means that is the useful of this function. You got it right? So Apart from this, we have another one which is called arrow functions in ES6 version. ES6. ES6 is nothing but ECMA scripting of the 6th version, where it's a recent one which we are coming from the JavaScript, so that it's make few built-in, like how we can see console we have, or else JSON.stringify, JSON.sparse, like that few built-in features are added. Along with that, few function syntaxes are modified to reduce the stress to the to reduce the number of code of lines. For example, see, console I have written function, and this one, like I have to declare function greetings, and I have to declare here let function equal to, I have, see how many times I have to declare. For example, this is the exact format, like let greetings I am declaring here, and then I am creating the function, and I am saying greeting, calling that variable declaration here, right? So here we are passing the data in a name, and that name we are printing here. So instead of that, means like declaring one line and creating logic is another line, we got a arrow functions where we will use, instead of this we will use the arrow. That's nothing more than that, like constant greet. Okay, we are declaring greet equal to, we will use as a name, then I will use an arrow. That's it. So same, okay. So here I can use greet welcome. Okay, let's comment this thing, hello welcome. See, nothing more than that. These 1 2 3, one declaration and one logic and one calling. Here we are combining the declarations with the logic with the help of arrow functions, which is called ES6 version. So make sure, this is the another question that we will ask in the real-time scenario in the interview point of view also, that is, what is the difference between arrow function and the normal functions. Functions you can call here, so this is the function, and this is a normal function, arrow function, and this is the normal functions. That is the only difference, syntactical point of view and the code of lines. So that once the code of lines is decreased, the execution time will be less, and the response of the speed, means the speed of the application also will be more. That is what we called as optimized coding. That's what we discussed, right? Optimization, that is what we called as optimized coding. So that's it for this class. We will go further with advanced topics, like integrating with the HTML, along with, I think, what we have discussed, DOM manipulation we will discuss, and along with few built-in functions of the array. And also after that we will use we will go ahead with the React. That's it. Thank you.